So, please, while you're applauding, keep it going and welcome to the stage our first mouthpiece poet, Gemma.
Thank you. You're all making me feel so happy I can't do depressing poems now. It's really... This is called Buzzkill. I have a blue bottle fly that lives in my bedroom. A beautiful metal emerald armoured jewel. He hums frantically from wall to wall. I try to explain to him he need not worry at all. But he does not hear me above his noise, just darts without direction, back and forth, head banging against the walls. I clasp him hastily from the air and whisper in my hand, I've something for you to hear. You are a beautiful creature and it disturbs me so, to see you erratically darting to and fro. Just be still. Observe with reverence all the world in its varied spectrum. Must you rush? What good does it do? To which I heard a reply buzzing faintly so. I unclasp my hand and still there he be, quizzically yet laughably looking at me. You don't understand, he said. I don't have long to live. I have no time to stand or sit. I want to see everything, the world in all its shades, but I only have a couple of days. That's why I was gifted with speed of many eyes, to perceive and experience and fast forward being alive. What about you, human? You are more equipped than me. Conscious with limbs and a strong skeletal body. You quiz me, yet time for you is slipping by. And you spend your precious moments in conversation with a fly. Well, I was dumbfounded and descended into instant panic. I'm wasting each second, each fragile moment. I began to talk at speed of all the things I'd yet to see. So fast words rolled from my tongue that it began to sound just like a hum. I couldn't decide in which direction to go, so all at once I started darting to and fro, intent on escaping via the closed window. It seemed so clear, yet impossible to pass. I banged my head again and again, but it would not crack. Just left me feeling tired and anxious. I'm still looking for a way out of this madhouse. Thank you. I think I actually forgot to breathe through the entire of that. That's what this is for. This is called The Man of Violence. The man of violence is not who you think. He is calm, polite, considerate, sweet. Says all the right things, then flips in an instant. Quicker than a blink, his pupils constrict two tiny pins, concentrated on nothing but pure hatred. He becomes cold, calculated. His stare breathes an eerie silence. This is not the man you know. This is the man of violence. And as you witness the way he launches plates and fists, you feel a sickness in the pit of your chest. It's like he's possessed. And you stare hard into those dead, cold eyes, and you know he's somewhere there inside, looking at the fear upon your face. He feels shame, he feels disgrace, and he knows he's lost you for the final time. You forgave and forgave, but not this time. And as he sits there alone in the aftermath, the silence, he looks into the broken mirror and knows he is the man of violence. But with a quick slick back of the hair and a readjustment of his jacket, he composes himself and leaves the house calm and collected. No one will suspect. no one will believe. They'll see him as a good man, the good man he knows he'll never be. Thank you. This is a poem inspired by a local musician. I saw a video of her online and it was really loud, everyone's chattering, but she was just there singing, and let me write this. She's a lost girl in a loud world, never been interested in pearls, sees more beauty in the dew, relates to few, sees the beauty that others don't notice, sees the beauty and is slayed by it. She's hopeful, yet hopeless. She tries her best, hides from society when she needs a rest, plucks guitar strings and sings her message. Lost in the moment, vibrations that ring subtle yet have an impact. Truth can't be ignored, you feel it on contact. An angel in the darkness. She's real, you can't deny it, but she scares you, the vulnerable. It awakens a fear in you that you're not living as much as you could do. Talk louder, louder still, shout if you must to dim her bell, but she could sing silently and still overpower you, because the truth is piercing and she whispers it to you. Thank you. This is called Mental Health System. Just another victim of the mental health system, or lack thereof. Systematically denied the help that he is in desperate need of. He goes to the doctor, she shrugs. Tells him there's been a lot of cuts. The waiting list for a therapist is at least 12 months. An amount of time beyond his comprehension, considering each current day feels like an entire abyss. She writes him a prescription for some chemically induced happiness or numbness. Advises him to cut back on the booze, prescribes a few extra pills to combat his sleeplessness, never getting to the true issues hidden below the surface. His condition never nearly understood, his voice barely listened. Misdiagnosed by society as a misfit. Just get over it. Like it's that simple. Think positive. He sees beauty in life's every crevice. Warning. Inspirational quotes set to sunsets are ineffective. He thinks it is his weakness. It isn't. He thinks he is alone. Far from it. Every day he finds the courage to carry on through the darkness, to attempt to push past it, in hope that one day hope will finally become a clear horizon. He refuses to quit. And yes, at times he gets too close to the edge, but that little remaining light left inside of him always whispers, don't do it. And so he sits, unknown of the answer, unsure of the question, lost in the searching. The help he so desperately needs constantly denied him. Frustrated to be just another victim of the underfunded, undereducated mental health system. Thank you. I've got one more and then I can go and get drunk. It's called The Problem. It's people. People are the problem, he said to me flippantly, but I was still swimming in the joyful memories of a majestic evening, of magical moments and honest connections. People are beautiful, I replied. People are just like you, who are sick of the small talk, the small minds, the small feelings, who feel big, think big, and dream bigger in silence. In silence. See, you never see the inner workings because people are too scared of sounding stupid, and that's stupid. Because we are all just people. People are like me, and people are like you, and people are full of truth in silence. But when you take the time to really talk and really listen, when you break down the outer boundaries and speak right from the middle, you find people to relate to. People just like you. Because under everything, we are all just shades of the same experience, just people. And people are not the problem. The problem is our silence and how we let our fears define us. Thank you very much.
That's our tiny Fiora, that's Gemma. Although you can tell this is new because she got one very, very fundamental thing wrong there. She said, as a poet, one more and then I'm going to get drunk. She's got the order on these things wrong if she's going to be a proper poet. She needs to be getting drunk first and then doing poetry.